Welcome back to GameBits. We are moving on to the Triceratops.
Oh, you challenged me to a race, huh?
Well, it's one of the funny things about this game is that all of the bosses and the genie, like, they're all voice acted. Like, all the characters, too.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that wasn't, like, besides Star Fox, that wasn't really the norm back then, you know? Like, it was, oh my god, it's voice acted. Which is funny because that means that Nintendo really kind of was doing it. But it's still, you know, even Skyward Sword in 2012, there was no voice acting. I don't know, Zelda's a little different when it comes to that, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of part of the experience with Zelda.
I know, like, when you're playing the game, it's like you can infer what they sound like, and they have a little giggle, and you read it, and whatever the voice of the character is, it's in your head, and it's perfect. Because
it's the same as reading a book and then seeing a movie and having to be like, well, fuck, that's not what that character actually sounds like.
But now it's like you're reading a movie.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. For Zelda, it works, and people always give Zelda shit for not being voice acted. I guess because it's a different Zelda and a different Link in every game in a way. Well, not every game, but in a lot of the games.
It makes sense.
They could. I would be fine if they all had voice acting except for Link. Like, you were Link, you're quiet, you have a choice, you have choices to answer. Think of like Mass Effect style, except without Shepard actually talking. You know, it's you're just conveying your stuff to someone else, which would be fine because that way you don't have a voice, but Zelda can have a voice. The problem is, you know, after Metroid Other M, you know, they really have to make sure they get their voice acting right.
Why would happen in Metroid Other M?
Well, you know, in particular, I liked Metroid Other M a lot because I loved the whole Metroid story, and I didn't think that it was all a big clusterfuck. I thought that the continuation of Super Metroid really made sense, that Samus was so shaken and emotionally vulnerable because of the baby Metroid sacrificing itself for her.
Yeah.
So I totally understand that. Well, people have this really quick-to-jump conclusion where they're just like, well, Samus used to be a badass bounty hunter, and now she's a sissy girl that has daddy issues. And a lot of it stems from Adam making you like not use equipment until he authorizes it. And so it's like, oh, you're working for the man. I don't know. They had to have a way to Metroid it, you know, so you didn't have your power-ups.
There's some merit to it, though. I mean, you get a character that's been so classically one way, and you change it.
Oh, like I said, I understand. I feel like
some type of backlash from fans.
I feel like that's why for if they did a voice acting Zelda, they would really have to, you know, think long and hard about who they're going to cast and how they localize it. When it comes to text, the Nintendo of America Treehouse is amazing at localizing stuff. Bill Trennan, Nate, the whole team over there, it's fucking awesome.
But you also you'd run the risk of, even with good voice acting, at running the risk of doing something like with sort of anime type things, where the Japanese sounds amazing. And when it's rewritten in English, it's okay. But when it's spoken in English, it doesn't have the same effect.
Well, animes are a little different. 'Cause I always feel like whenever there's an English dubbed anime, like, it's always the same group of voice actors. So when you're watching like an episode of Bleach or Naruto, like translated in English, it's literally like, oh, that's the same person who plays that character. That's the same person who plays that character. And they also sound like they're trying to... they're trying too hard. Like, the Japanese version would be like, you fucking asshole! I'll fucking kill you! And then the American version is, you better watch out or I'll get you! And it's like, yeah, no,
Doesn't work the same.
No, that's not gonna work. And a lot of that has to do with censorship, too. Like, Japanese, they're a lot looser when it comes to shit people can say. No pun intended.
I love it when that happens, when you get all the coins on the first lap, and now I can just fucking race.
That was really impressive. You know, Nintendo has a pretty clean writing anyway.
Yeah.
Where, you know, if you found the voice actor who was really passionate about the part, you know,
which they would, especially for Nintendo.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of Nintendo fans out there who can do it, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But we're years out from another Zelda anyway. But
Whoops. Just
they already
ran myself into a
verified
wall.
that the Wii U HD Zelda is not going to be like that HD demo that they showed at E3 2011.
I didn't even see it.
It was that one where you just see like him fighting the spider, that really shiny looking thing, that short little clip.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
you have. We watched that conference together. It was a while ago though.
It's possible.
You definitely did. If I showed it to you right now, you'd be like, "Oh yeah."
It's possible. It just did not make a very big impact on me at all.
Well, yeah. It looked like Twilight Princess, but really, really, really shiny, and like a lot less jaggies.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny Zelda. But it's gonna be probably more like a Skyward, Wind Waker's type thing. I'm super excited for Wind Waker HD because you never.
Because I never finished that game.
Oh, you never finished that game. You got the three pearls, and then you beat the Tower of the Gods, and then we had like 2 dungeons left, and then we had the worst part of that game comes after that though, which I hope they fixed. It's not too bad, but you have to trudge for you have to fish for all the Triforce pieces, and then get a bunch of rubies and have Tingle translate it. It's just a time sink.
Whoa, what did I just do?
I don't know, but you recovered nicely. Enough about that, though. This is Diddy
Is it though?
Get a little carried
Is
away
it?
here. It's all Nintendo.
It's all.
Fucking love Nintendo.
Same.
That isn't to say that I don't like the other companies, too.
We like all companies here at GameBits.
And all people. At the Red House.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, embarrassing. Look at this, you're still...
The good news is
it took you so long to get past. That's so funny. So that one brings you closer to... No, that's the magnet. Well, that one's just a shield?
The balloon I just had
Yeah.
is a shield, yeah.
Okay.
So it'll stop you from, like, slipping or running into stuff. It'll also stop bullets.
Okay. So there's the balloon... the blue balloon, the red balloon, the green balloon, the yellow balloon.
And then the rainbow balloon
That's the magnet.
is the magnet.
Okay, and so the magnet will draw you closer to the player in front of you?
Yeah, and upgrades for that are basically ranges. So short range, medium range, long range, and how long they last. Because if you're farther away, you need it to last longer to pull you towards them.
That's the one thing I was so surprised they never brought to Mario Kart.
Was upgradable
Yeah.
things. Yeah, I mean,
It would be so awesome.
we already know my opinion on the matter, but I absolutely, I despise the system that Mario Kart has set up for items. Especially as someone who likes racing games for racing games, it makes sense to me that people should not have a huge advantage.
You're much
with-
more of the F-Zero, Diddy Kong Racing, maybe even Wipeout. You're much more of a pure. You're in it for the racing. I think you just get frustrated when you're playing like a multiplayer, and then you're in first for 3 laps, and then someone, in back gets like 4 stars and a lightning bolt in a row and fucks you up, and you're getting nothing but bananas and green turtle shells.
Yep.
The good part about that is it always makes it fun and close, but you don't want that.
I don't want that.
You don't want that. You want to be.
It doesn't cause people to try and get better at the game. If you have to race only on your own merits, and you can't rely on items upgrading you and making you better than the people who are ahead of you, then you have to get better at the game, so that you can play and keep up with the people who are better at the game. So if you play this
I think
game,
that's part of the Mario Kart sensation, though, is that
anyone can play and win.
everybody, it's always like, whoa, and super close, and you cross the finish line. Did you get first or second? I don't know, because the items make it super duper tense.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a different thing. I think it's more of a
different.
party racing game. This is more of a racing game. Well, not to mention this is a racing adventure game, which is awesome.
Yep.
Yup.
Totally forgot we were doing silver coins there for a second.
But did you get them all?
I got them all, but not until the 3rd lap did I finish them.
Oh well. It's boss time. We got here. So now we have all the silver coins on all levels, and now we have to face the Tricera boss again.
Yep, 2nd Tricera boss, which is harder. He's faster. There's falling trees. This one will probably be really close. It usually is.
Ooh. Doesn't sound good.
It's gonna give me a special prize.
I don't want this gigantic Triceratops special prize. He's gonna shit on me.
I think you do. I think you want it.
Do we? I love the map in the bottom corner of this level. It just looks like
It's just
the
a loop.
Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Little loop thing. It's like the seven. It's like the Dante's Inferno layers of hell.
I guess so. Yeah. A little bit. Oh, don't fucking hit me. There we go.
So this one you just have to worry about trees, and then you take a little shortcut, right?
Yeah. So, well, I'm probably not gonna. I don't take the shortcut if I don't have to. Especially on the second time, there's usually a balloon in front of it and a boost, so you can get
And the
through
boost
it quicker.
is more.
But it's really uphill, and if you don't have 2 blue balloons like saved up,
It's not worth it.
it's not worth it on the second time. I mean, it could be worth it, but in general, I would say if you're ahead, which I would recommend being, you can
Whoa!
just sort of take it easy and not see. Like I just skipped it.
You just skipped it.
That was-
I mean, you're just destroying it right now, though.
There are, in every boss level, because you need the balloons so much, they put so many out there. Oh, that sucked. Hopefully I don't lose because of that.
Nah, you'll be fine.
And they put so many out there, some of them are just total sucker balloons. Like if I had gone for that last blue balloon, there's really no way to make that turn easily.
So if
and
you
even
went,
if
if you went
do,
for that
you're aimed
balloon,
at
you're
the
gonna
wall.
go off the edge.
Pretty much. And especially if you even have a blue balloon, the turns are so tight there that using it, even not letting your finger off of the accelerator, you're gonna have a good chance of flying off the edge. So.
All right, first world of 4. Well, there's 5 worlds of counting space, right?
That's the first piece of the amulet.
amulet.
Now I have to do the trophy race because the only way to unlock the space level is to beat all of those.
All the trophy races.
And then I'm gonna do the fun one, just for fun.
The fun one for fun. Try and beat my time.
Fuck you, TT.
On the next episode of GameBits, we can do the trophy race. It's in a glass case. The Dino Domain trophy race, round 1, Ancient Lake. You know how it goes.